My name is Melissa Tucker, and my husband James and I moved into this house about 5 years ago, and we knew the first thing that needed to change was the kitchen. It was very dated. This house was built in the late 50s, and the kitchen had last been updated somewhere in the 70s or 80s. The kitchen was small, it was cramped, you could only have one person inside of it at a time, and we had a wall right here that was separating the dining room from the kitchen, so we couldn't really interact as a family when we were preparing meals or getting ready during the day. So we found a flyer that GBC had distributed it in our neighborhood, and we ended up calling them after we had two other estimates from other companies. The two other estimates were extremely high, and it didn't seem like we were on the same page with those companies in terms of how to design a kitchen that would both meet our budget and our needs. We wanted something unique and modern, and when we saw the GBC flyer, it had a picture of a unique and modern kitchen, and so we knew from the beginning that it was going to probably be a good match. And when we had our first consultation with Ray, that sealed the deal because he got our aesthetic. He immediately asked me for pictures and references about the design that I wanted, and I sent him some ideas that I had off of Pinterest, and I could just tell he understood what we were going to want. And he helped to keep our idea a workable idea within the space. He made recommendations that would maximize our cabinet space, that would fit with our budget. So he pointed us toward cabinets that would give us an increased amount of space, but also have a sleek, modern aesthetic. And he talked us out of some things that we wanted to do that wouldn't have been smart uses of our money or smart uses of our space. So we really appreciated that. The next step was coming into the showroom to pick out materials. Again, Ray worked with us. He showed us things that were, matched the design that we originally brought to him. And then he also worked with us to narrow those things down and make sure that we got a cohesive, beautiful look in our design and in the final product. We got frameless cabinets, which are tiger eye walnut. So they're really unique, beautiful wooden cabinets that I think have a really timeless look, and Ray recommended those to us. And then we picked out backsplash tile from a company that I had found. So we went with a handmade tile from Fire Clay, and even though we weren't gonna go with the tile that GBC had in stock, Ray was accommodating. He gave us good pointers on what we needed to get in terms of product, so that we could make sure our custom order, came in time and was sufficient in terms of installation. We had to wait because we had a little bit of a cabinet delay, which was fine. So when construction started, it went extremely quickly, and the company even paused for us for a week because we had a pre-scheduled vacation. So we really appreciated that. We have two young children, so living through a kitchen renovation was something we were nervous about, but the speed with which GBC did the work, the professionalism, the cleanliness really helped to make it a non-issue. So we only had about 3 full weeks of construction time, and every point during the installation, our project manager, Juan, and his crew worked with us to ensure we were happy with things as they were going in. We're able to install these beautiful lights in addition to recessed lighting, and make some little changes and movements that were gonna help the design really flow and move for us. So we really appreciated that, and just really appreciated the level of communication during the installation process. I would absolutely recommend GBC to family, friends, and neighbors. I certainly plan on putting out reviews on every platform that I can to let people know that GBC is in our neighborhood. And I've already invited neighbors to come in and see our beautiful new kitchen, because I think it's a special thing that GBC was able to come into an older home that had a particular, colonial aesthetic in the Northern Virginia area and still come up with a timeless design, do installation in an older home, which, raised some challenges, I'm sure. And I want people to know that. I want people in this neighborhood especially to know that it's possible to update your kitchen and restore the heart of your home. And that's what GBC has done for us, and we're extremely grateful.